All right, then let's continue with your reporting now. Most municipalities are unable to collect revenue and are battling to get government entities, households and businesses to settle their debt. Now, one businessman believes this problem can be solved through automating the payment process for consumers. He is Thomas Pays, the CEO of South African digital payments platform, as it Ozow, and he joins me now in the studio. Hey, Thomas, good to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
All right, thanks for coming through to NewzRoom Afrika, channel 405.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Fourth industrial revolution, I think you are that in action, right?
Correct.
Right. What is the deed here and what are you addressing?
So I think, we've realized that there's a huge problem when it comes to payment and collection. I mean, we've been able to see that with municipalities. If you look to the latest info released by the Treasury, 125 municipalities are currently in distress financially out of 257. That's quite alarming. One of the biggest problems is they struggle to collect money. There's no digital way that was currently available in order to do this. But more importantly, you can look at other cases that are closer to us, like the city of Johannesburg, that's expected to write potentially 16 billion rand of debt that cannot be collected. And this is what exactly we're trying to solve with Ozow, and empower municipality in allowing them to basically collect more efficiently their money.
Now, so, I mean, Thomas, one of the problems of the city of Johannesburg is probably the billing system, which they've been battling with. So if the bill isn't correct, people are not going to pay. You're going to have a problem collecting that particular revenue. How does this help us in that instance?
So it's very simple. What we've created basically is an automated bank-to-bank payment that allows anyone within 8 seconds to make a payment from any bank account, from an invoice where they would basically click on the link to pay. So we integrate into municipalities' billing. Once the invoice is received by the consumers, they just click on the link. In 8 seconds, they can make the payment. And we've automated that entire aspect so that it's a lot more efficient.
So what does that take? It's your system, it's the municipal system, and it's my bank account.
Precisely.
Right? And they need to be speaking to each other.
So that's what we do. And we provide an entire platform that has everything integrated. And we do so in a way where we remove friction. So when you use Ozow, there is no registration, there is no app download, and you can do the payment from the comfort of your internet banking profile under 8 seconds. So
how do you get access to my statement?
So we do not get access to your statement. We are inside your statement, if that makes sense.
All right.
So you actually get an electronic either invoice or statement via email. Or alternatively, you might get an SMS in the instance from the city of Johannesburg with the amount that needs to be paid.
Okay.
What we power is a link that enables the municipality to receive the payment and enables the consumer to make that payment.
Now, you've done your studies and your research in terms of how this could possibly transform revenue collection. In terms of numbers, tell me, how is this going to shift what the city is able to collect now and what they'll be able to collect once your system has got uptake and people are actually a part of it?
It's actually quite impressive. We've got clients that have had challenges of a collection rate of about 30%. As I've seen increases within the first months to 56%. Wow. I think one of the biggest challenges that we're facing nowadays is we became complacent as consumers. So if you do not make it easy for me to transact and pay you, then I might take longer or I might not pay you. So what we're providing now in partnership with municipalities is that convenience for the payments to be done.
Now, Ozow is a system formerly known as iPay. Where were you using this before?
So we started as iPay 5 years ago, solely in South Africa. We've recently expanded in Namibia, and this was the reason for our name change. April this year, we realized that we need to expand in the rest of Africa, that there was a huge need from a digital economy to start providing this, and this was the reason for it.
Okay. What are the requirements on my side as the user, as the consumer? Do I need to have a phone with a particular spec? Any phone can work here, or is there a particular need that I would need to fulfill on my side as a requirement?
So the most important part is for your device to be web-enabled. As long as you can basically browse a URL you'll be able to basically transact and make the payment. We even went a step further, because we understand that sometimes in certain rural area or township, data might be a problem. So we've basically partnered with all major networks in order to zero bill this transaction, so that it does not come at a cost of data or airtime to the consumer either.
How's this going to affect employment?
Well, I think more importantly, it's going to empower municipalities to be able to pay on time without having to delay sometimes some of this payment. More importantly, when you bring automation and increase revenue, it creates more employment, is what we've seen to date. So hopefully we'll continue having this positive impact as we've had for the past 5 years.
Wow, this sounds good, Thomas. This sounds good. Thomas Pays, yeah, no pun intended there. The CEO of Ozow, a South African digital paying platform. And as you can see, they're saying they are in your statement, and this could be solving a problem that most municipalities are dealing with, that of revenue collection. Thomas, thanks for coming through. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.